Annie.S.peck, born on 19th October 1815, Rhode Island in USA. Died on 18 July 1935 in Manhattan, New York, USA. Annie.S.peck was an American mountaineer. Annie.S.peck said, "I'm afraid if there is anything to be afraid of. A precipice cannot hurt you. Lions and tigers can. The streets of New York I consider more dangerous than the Matterhorn to a thoroughly competent and careful climber." Annie.S.peck was an American mountaineer and adventurer. The northern peak of the Peruvian Cordillera Blanca mountain chain, U.S. Karen, was named Combre Annie.S.peck in Peck's honor. She was an ardent suffragist and noted speaker. She lectured extensively for many years throughout the world and wrote 4 books encouraging travel and exploration. Annie.S.peck said, "I'm afraid if there is anything to be afraid of. I'm afraid if there is anything to be afraid of. Why should you be afraid of? If you know yourself. A precipice cannot hurt you. Even the toughest precipice cannot hurt you. If you are in love with the precipice and you respect the precipice while climbing, every one step when you put, you know the depth of your feet, the grip of your feet, which connects to your brain and your mind and your heart. Lions and tigers can," she says. "A precipice cannot hurt you. Lions and tigers can. The streets of New York I consider, streets of New York, the supreme power of the world, America's capital city, New York, the industrial capital city of the world, New York, the power city, capital city of the world, New York," she says, is more dangerous than the Matterhorn to a thoroughly competent and careful climber. Yes, Annie.S.peck said, "I'm afraid if there is anything to be afraid of." That is the very basic thing every woman should understand. The moment you understand, then you are not a slave. In our India, in Karnataka state, I have heard the villagers talking. Can you believe? They are telling, "Till today I have given my daughter, I have fed my daughter with grass." They consider their daughter as cows. Can you believe? They are telling, "Till today I have fed my daughter with grass. From tomorrow onwards, you feed her with grass," when they get her married to another place. And then they say, "Ah halli kotte, ah halli kotte." They are telling, "I've given her to that village. I've given her." Is she a product for you to sell? "I've given her to that village. And from tomorrow on, you must put the grass." Those talks has destroyed the basic love for Lakshmi, the basic love for Radha, the basic love for what Krishna fought to create an equality. Krishna kept on telling Radha, whenever Radha asks for help and she says, "I don't understand," Krishna says, "You know everything. You must use your power." And whenever she looks into a power, even if she doesn't know the other people understands her power, she's got a lot of power and the respects for her power when she starts using the power, knowingly or unknowingly. When women have decided that they are a cow which has been fed with grass till today, why I'm talking about the villages? Because they are the majority now in our country. The city are a small minority. Till yesterday I have given her grass, it seems. I fed her with grass. That is the language which they have created in the villages. And from tomorrow onwards, when I given her to you, she is coming to your village, means they are telling, "Nan magalo aul kotte, our kotte, a halli kotte." They are telling, "I given my daughter to that village." Given? Who are you to give? Is she a product? That was the fight. And then from tomorrow onwards, you put the grass for her. Can you believe? That is what Annie.S.peck was trying to. I am afraid if there is anything to be afraid of, and women accepted it. That acceptance created the poverty. No, there's no poverty in India. There's no poverty in any part of the world. All this poverty started from India on this one suppression of the women. And women accepted that suppression. They refused to fight. There's nothing to fight. You only have to feel and you have to take it forward, and the world understands that. Krishna kept on telling Radha, you don't have to fight. You live as feminine as possible, but take it forward and people can see the grace and the magnetic power emanating from your beauty, from your way you talk, and they know even the biggest Rakshasa in the world can understand there is a power in you. And in case you forget to use it, then you call me Krishna. Krishna tells Radha. Yes, and without Radha, I cannot be powerful. Krishna keeps on telling, the husband keeps on telling the wife, without wife, I am not strong, and wife knows, without the husband, she is not. So both together, equal, yin and the yang, positive and negative only can create electricity. Understand the day that is lost, the day that is lost. Yesterday, one wife asked in front of her husband, she asking, can a husband also help me in dishwashing? I said, not only dishwashing, he should cook food with you. Husband and wife together cooking, dishwashing, cleaning the house, not only cleaning the house, taking bath together. And she laughed, taking bath. I said, the day you forget to take baths together, the house is broken, poverty starts, then psychologist comes in between. That's what Jiddu Krishnamurti was trying to tell. The deep intimate, when you lose the deep intimate relationship with the nature, the deep intimate relationship with your subject, then fear enters your body. Then devils and backstabbing and lies, deceit takes you ahead, and then they started selling you. Nan maglo halli kotte. I'm given my daughter to that village. Given, and from tomorrow they will put the grass. What kind of language is called? That language is to be destroyed. If that language is to be destroyed, it has to be destroyed. They must stop that language. Such a language should not be in any dictionary at all. When that language is moved out, there is no poverty. There is no fear of any Pakistanis or any China or any other country attacking us, because when our house is strong, which country can come inside? When they do not get a single work done from us, why do they need a country? Foreigners think twice. Enemy thinks twice to take over the country. That is the basic thing. We don't need massive big weapons. Our weapon is our women. Annie.S.peck said, I am afraid if there is anything to be afraid of. There is nothing to be afraid of. Why should I be afraid of when Krishna is with me, when my man is with me? Yes. Doctors are not frightened when the patients are with them. Patients knows, as long as I am a patient, doctor is with me. Doctor and patient are deep enough. They are Krishna and Radha. Politicians are never afraid of their people if they are in deep, intimate relationship with the people. Politicians and the people, politicians are Krishna and the people are the Radha. If they both understand, without the people, politicians are not strong. Without people are not. Together they share their power. The deep, intimate relationship, that's what Annie.S.peck says. I'm afraid if there is anything to be afraid of. A precipice cannot hurt you. A precipice, deepest, toughest climb cannot hurt you. If you know to love the precipice and you're conscious of the precipice, that if you make a single step wrong, you can tumble down to death. There you are very conscious. And she said, lions and tigers can hurt you. Lions and tigers, when you lose a deep intimate relationship with your nature, with your husband, with your political leader, with the doctors, with the engineers, then they become lions and tigers which can hurt you. They are the lions and tigers. Otherwise, lions and tigers also don't hurt you if you are in deep intimate relation with the lions and tigers, with the forest, and you respect the forest. Lions don't disturb, tigers don't disturb. The streets of New York I consider more dangerous because cities says hurry-burry, gooseberry, 2% of rich controls 98% of wealth of the country. Gangsters are controlling the world. So why not New York City? She said it's very more dangerous. Not only New York City, every city has become so corrupt, so dangerous because the deep intimate relationship with the land is lost. And the city is hurry-burry gooseberry. When the city is hurry-burry gooseberry, nobody can have a deep intimate relationship with anybody. Husband works in the day shift, wife works in night shift. What kind of life? They wanted that kind of life, so the people get more confused. Who wanted more confusion? I do not know. Even the politicians suffered, the people also suffered. Both together, they are thinking the 2% rich can escape. Even they got into trapped in the coronavirus. There is Krishna and Radha. Yes, together is very, very important. Krishna keep on telling Radha, no, don't think that they are going to give you to another. No, you have to fight. You have the power to fight, a creative fight. Yes, you take your power and walk as if you are the Radha, you are the Lakshmi. And who can stop you? The streets of New York I consider more dangerous than Matterhorn to a thoroughly competent and careful climber. That is possible only with Radha. That is possible only with Lakshmi. That is only possible with the women. Women are very, very careful, very competent. When you're very careful and competent, who can suppress you? Yes, nobody can suppress you. That is the power. When that reality dawns on every woman in India, every girl in India. My Ono-chan, she's a black belt in Aikido, very soft. I never seen, just like a pancake, so sweet. But when she's in a proper pan, she takes a position. You cannot twist her hand. She's an Aikido black belt. Cannot twist her hand. That power, deep down power, Japanese girls has been taught to be very, very deep, intimately in love with the power, which we forgot. We made our girls so feminine, the deep power they forgot, that they have to stand for their rights very beautifully. Annie.S.peck said, I am afraid. If there is anything to be afraid of, why should you be afraid of? Nothing to be afraid of. Even in the streets, you are not afraid. The moment you see somebody is trying to prey you, you think you are a prey and they are the predator, you run. When you see them preying on you, you turn to become the predator, trying to find out how much sweet I can cut them into pieces and eat them, fry them. They will run. The deep intimate relationship, Jiddu Krishnamurti said, when you lose the deep intimate relationship with the power God has given, then, yes, robbers, dacoits, rapists, murderers, everything becomes very important in your mind. You get frightened by seeing what they will do to me instead of trying to find out what I can do for them. Every time I kept telling that my children, don't always ask what the organization gives to you. Try to find out what you can give back to organization. Don't always ask what the country can give to you. Try to find out what you can give back to country. Once you know that one, which prey can prey on you, you become the predator. You try to give it back to them. You don't need power. Power flows automatically. When you're born, God has given you the power. You'll be a little conscious trying to find, somebody has come, they wanted my Ashirwad, and I had to give the Ashir right on the nose. Boom! And they understand that language of love. This is my 215th short discourse.